Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am now going to speak about the significance of the Gayathri mantra. While there are numerous mantras in the Vedic tradition, there is none greater than the Gayathri mantra. The Gayathri is dedicated to the aspect of the sun just before sunrise, so that all the potential energy emanating from the entire cosmos is contained within Gayathri. It is said that meditation with the Gayathri mantra burns away all the layers of impurities covering the mind, accumulated through countless births, and bestows upon you the vision of supreme consciousness. The ancient texts state that meditation with the Gayathri mantra develops within you the feeling of constantly living in the divine state of pure consciousness. When your heart is completely open to the Gayathri, all the actions you perform in the world will be transformed into highly noble actions dedicated to the divine. All desires are effortlessly fulfilled and you attain complete union with the Supreme Goddess of divine consciousness. The Vedic scriptures state that the non-dual Om emerged from the Supreme Unmanifest Absolute, originally expressed as the three letters A, U and M. From these emerged the gross physical, that is Bhuhu, subtle, that is Bhuvaha, and celestial, that is Suvaha, universes. These gave rise to the great Gayathri mantra. From the Gayathri mantra emerged knowledge of the transcendental nature of the cosmic being, giving you the entire meaning of the Vedas. And finally, from the Vedas, Brahma created the manifest universe as you know it. Gayathri appears as a verse in the Rig Veda and is the name of the Vedic meter or rhythm in which the verse is composed. Gayathri is said to have been the quintessence of the Vedas. Its esoteric meaning is that it gives you the knowledge of the oneness of the Jivatman with the Paramatman, that is, the individual soul with the Supreme Soul. The Gayathri mantra is also known as the Savitri mantra, dedicated to Savitri, the sun deity, who represents the source, inspiration and life-giving force of the universe. The story of the origin of the Gayathri mantra. The story begins with the king, Vishwamitra, who went into the forest with his entourage and came across the hermitage of the powerful sage Vasishtha. Vasishtha had attained the highest position among sages and carried the title of Brahma Rishi. Upon seeing Vishwamitra and his entourage, Vasishtha greeted them and offered food to eat and a place to rest. The king, however, was reluctant, as he thought there were too many people in his entourage for the sage to feed. Vasishtha was unfazed. He turned to a cow in the yard and whispered some words into its ear. Lo and behold, immediately there was a lot of food for the king and his entourage to eat. Vishwamitra was fascinated and wanted the cow for himself. His intention was to take the cow back to his kingdom so that his people would never be in need of food again. When he asked Vasishtha for the cow, the sage refused to part with the animal. A violent argument ensued between Vishwamitra and Vasishtha. In the end, Vishwamitra accepted defeat and went back to his kingdom. However, he continued to be troubled by the fact that Vasishtha was the one who had true power. Vishwamitra decided to give up all ties to the material world and meditate in the jungle. He wanted to become enlightened and thereby confer the title of Brahma Rishi. Vishwamitra spent many years in the pursuit of his goal and faced many obstacles. For instance, his meditations were once interrupted when he was seduced by an Apsara, Menaka. Some years later, after an argument between them, she left him. Vishwamitra returned to his meditations but was forced to start all over again. In time, Vishwamitra overcame all his desires and Lord Brahma conferred upon him the title of Maharishi. Lord Brahma added the following. When Vishwamitra received the blessings of Vasishtha, he would be conferred the title of Brahma Rishi. Left with no choice, Vishwamitra went to seek out Vasishtha. As he approached the sage's hermitage, Vishwamitra could hear Vasishtha talking with his wife, Arundhati, and Vishwamitra eavesdropped on their conversation. He learned that Vasishtha had been quietly encouraging him throughout his journey to enlightenment. Ashamed of his anger towards Vasishtha, Vishwamitra began to hit his head against a wall. Vasishtha rushed out to stop him, and Vishwamitra fell to the ground. As his head touched the feet of Vasishtha, Vishwamitra felt a divine current course through his body. He also went into spontaneous samadhi. In that state, he heard the mystical sounds of the Gayathri mantra inside his head and recited it. He was then blessed by Vasishtha and finally conferred the title of Brahma Rishi. Gayatri's physical form. The mantra is personified as the goddess Gayathri Devi, usually depicted as having 5 heads and 10 arms, with a swan as her vehicle. Gayathri is considered a form of Parvati, the wife of Shiva, and in some texts as a form of Saraswati, making her the second wife of Brahma, the creator. It is said that she can be seen by those who have mystic vision, and she is the bestower of all knowledge to those who worship her regularly. In her goddess form, Gayathri is known as the mother of the Vedas, the essence of the Upanishadic wisdom of enlightenment, and the mother of the universe. While there may be many kinds of bodyguards in the external world, you should never forget that the greatest and most important protection is that of Jagannmata, mother of the universe. The structure of the Gayathri mantra, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, and Suvaha, are also referred to as the 3 words, earth, heaven, and inner space, or existence, consciousness, and bliss. They serve as a kind of invocation to the Gayathri. The Gayathri itself contains 24 seed syllables. Tat Savidur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat. All of wisdom, knowledge, and the entire Vedas are concealed in these 24 seed syllables. They say that a whole lifetime is not enough to realize the hidden divine truths of any one of these seed syllables. One who has experienced the divine consciousness of these 24 seed syllables has nothing left to hear, read, learn, or enjoy in this external world. There are 70 million supreme mantras contained within the Gayathri mantra. Of these, 10 million mantras are attributed to Shiva, pure potentiality, the unmanifest. 20 million to the sun, giver of life. 5 million to Ganesha, bringer of wisdom and remover of obstacles. 5 million to Vishnu, balance and harmony. And 30 million mantras, more than all the others, are attributed to the Mother Divine, the goddess of supreme energy. The Gayathri mantra is the essence of all these 70 million mantras. Just as all rivers merge in the oceans, all mantras unite in the Gayathri mantra. The Gayathri mantra itself then merges in the great ocean of Omkara, the sound of Om, returning you to the silence of your true self. The meaning of Gayathri mantra: Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savidur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat. O thou existence absolute, creator of the 3 dimensions, we contemplate upon thy divine light. May he stimulate our intellect and bestow upon us true knowledge. Or simply, O divine mother, our hearts are filled with darkness. Please make this darkness distant from us and promote illumination within us. Let us take each word of the Gayathri mantra and try to understand its inherent meaning. The first word, Om. It is also called Pranava because its sound emanates from the prana which feels the universe. The scripture says, Om iti ek akshara Brahman. Om, that one syllable, is Brahman. It is the sum and substance of all the worlds that can emanate from the human throat. It is the primordial fundamental sound, symbolic of the universal absolute. The Vyahritis, that is Bhuhu, Bhuvaha and Suvaha. These are the three words of the Gayathri, which literally means past, present and future, are called Vyahritis. Vyahriti is that which gives knowledge of entire cosmos or Ahriti. Thus, by uttering these three words, the chanter contemplates the glory of God that illuminates the three worlds or the regions of experience. The remaining words, Tat, simply means that because it defies description through speech or language, the ultimate reality. Savidur means divine sun, the ultimate light of wisdom, not to be confused with the ordinary sun. Varenyam means adore. Bhargo means illumination. Devasya means divine grace. Dhimahi means we contemplate. Di means intellect. Yo means who. Na means ours. Prachodayat means requesting, urging or praying. The last 5 words constitute the prayer for final liberation through the awakening of our true intelligence. Some other versions of the meaning attributed to the Gayathri mantra are as follows. I meditate upon the supreme energy, Gayatri Devi, who has the supreme quality of playing in the creation of all the worlds, and who induces noble thoughts in the hearts of everyone. O Creator of the universe, we meditate upon thy supreme splendor. May thy radiant power illuminate our intellects, destroy our ignorance, and guide us in the direction of enlightenment by purifying our inner hearts. We meditate on that light of the luminous God Savidur, who is the inspirer of all beings, their inner self, and is the creator of the universe. We meditate on that adorable light, which is the self of the Supreme Lord of the universe. It is the giver of knowledge and destroyer of ignorance. It is the light of the Supreme Brahman itself. May that enlighten us. The Gayatri Mantra with Kriyas. The following is a longer version of the Gayatri, which activates all 7 lokas or planes of existence and specifically asks for the blessing of enlightenment. It may be practiced with or without the Kriyas. Kriyas are said to connect with your Atman. The Kriyas should be practiced with the right hand only. Open your right hand with the palm facing upwards. Om Bhuhu, touch the thumb to the base of the ring finger. Om Bhuvaha, touch the thumb to the base of the little finger. Om Suvaha, touch the thumb to the middle of the little finger. Om Mahaha, touch the thumb to the tip of the little finger. Om Janaha, touch the thumb to the tip of the ring finger. Om Tapaha, touch the thumb to the tip of the middle finger. Om Satyam, touch the thumb to the tip of the index finger. Om Tat Savidur Varenyam, touch the thumb to the middle of the index finger. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, touch the thumb to the base of the index finger. Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat, touch the thumb to the base of the middle finger. Om Apo Jodhir, touch the first 3 fingers to the right eye. Rasomritam, touch the first 3 fingers to the left eye. Brahma Bhur Bhuvaswarom, touch the first 3 fingers to the third eye. How to chant? If you can comfortably wake up and meditate during Brahma Muhurta between 3:30 to 4:30 am, this is the best time for practicing the Gayatri Mantra. If this isn't possible for you, sunrise, noon and sunset are also auspicious times. However, the Gayatri may be practiced at any time of the day. If you can only practice it one day each week, Friday is the most auspicious. It is best to perform a simple pranayama, the expansion of vital breath, such as alternative nostril breathing, 5 times before beginning the repetition of the Gayatri Mantra. If possible, face east toward the rising sun in the morning and west toward the setting sun in the evening. While chanting the Gayatri Mantra, try to pause slightly at the end of each line and at the end of each repetition rather than rushing through it. When practicing the Gayathri mantra, it is recommended to always repeat it at least 3 times, although you can repeat the mantra as many times as is comfortable. Traditionally, the mantra is repeated silently. However, if you prefer, it may be chanted softly aloud. If it's comfortable, when reciting the Gayatri, effortlessly visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center, sending blessings to the world. The Gayatri is a life-enhancing prayer. The ancient texts say that repeating the mantra 10 times daily removes the sins of this life, 100 times daily removes the sins of your previous life, and 1000 times daily removes the sins of the 3 yugas. Let us now chant the Gayatri mantra 3 times.
Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.